Amazingly, as I am wrapping up a video, posting it to YouTube and hoping I get some actual clicks tonight on the audacity of Donald Trump to put someone like Kash Patel potentially in charge of the FBI, the audacity of Joe Biden comes out as I come back, click the news to live, check the game and see what's going on. Now things are going for that one. The game about to start in a little bit. And only to find breaking news. I'm watching CNN right now. Hunter Biden has been pardoned by his father, Joe Biden. I'm going to go to the very quick recap by the robot editor, and there's some pieces out of that are a little interjective because it is predictive text. But let me just read the statement I have because there's not a lot going on in this one because it literally just happened in the last 10 minutes as I'm recording this here. On December the 1st, 2024, President Joe Biden announced that he has pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, who is facing federal felony convictions for gun and tax offenses. The decision marks a significant reveal from the president's earlier commitment to not use his executive authority to benefit family members. In a statement released by the White House, President Biden expressed his belief that his son was being, quote, selectively and unfairly prosecuted, in that quote, and hoped that Americans would understand his decision as both a father and a president. Hunter Biden was scheduled for sentencing on December the 12th for the gun conviction and December 16th for the tax charges. The pardon effectively nullifies these proceedings, sparring him from potential prison time. This move has ignited a spectrum of reactions. Critics argue that it undermines the rule of law and contradicts President Biden's previous assurances of non-interference in legal matters involving his family. Supporters, however, view the pardon as a compassionate act by a father towards his son. Now, this is, of course, predictive text. There are some people harping on this thing right now, but not as many enough to really get the full spectrum on this. But this is essentially what people are going to do. People who are going to be critics are saying Biden said he wasn't going to do this. People who are going to be supporters will say he's a father, he loves him, he's going out big, taking care of his son. Now, the legal scrutiny of Hunter Biden began back in 2020, December to be exact, shortly after Joe Biden's election victory. Basically, they started picking Hunter Biden as a way to get at Joe Biden. It's pretty obvious there. But despite the repeated denials from Joe Biden and the White House representatives regarding the clemency for Hunter and, of course, how involved Hunter was in Joe's stuff, basically tagging Joe for the Biden crime family to kind of get a way to get at Joe Biden, the president ultimately chose to issue the pardon and save his son. As President Biden's term concludes, this decision will show a complex chapter to his administration legacy, raising questions about the balance between personal loyalty and adherence to legal principles. And that's a mouthful. It's here. There's going to be a lot of overreaction for this overnight as this happens. It's right now 6:53 Central Time here in Arkansas, all Central Time. And so as this thing comes around its full circle, we'll probably have some breaking news pop up in some places. All of the cable channels will probably go nuts. So I will turn to that while I wait for the game to start and see how that goes. But we have something to talk about. Hopefully I'm in the queue so you can see this and react to this one. The Hunter Biden pardon has happened. What do you think? Are you plus for Joe Biden? Are you minus for Joe Biden? Is this a good thing for Hunter and the family and some healing, or a bad thing for democracy as Joe Biden is maybe abusing his powers and overstepping his bounds and maybe saving his butt because Biden crime family? What will Donald Trump say about this? Oh, I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about this in a little bit. What will the Trump supporters say about this? What will happen towards all other ends? Is Biden going to throw out a pardon to Trump on the way out the door? Which seems ridiculous because now Trump can pardon himself, apparently, but we shall see. Comments, reaction, mean emoji faces. Give them to me wherever you're seeing this video. Let me know what you think about this thing right here. This is breaking news. This is big time stuff. Let me know what you think about this one. We will, of course, put this already in the queue for things you might have heard. This is going to make it. I'm almost positive. But we'll have some pre-reactions for this one so we can have something to talk about in the morning show that returns back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. as normal, going back to that one. So let's react to this one. President Joe Biden has pardoned son Hunter Biden for tax crimes and gun crimes. The gun crimes is specifically something that he most likely would not have seen if his name wasn't Biden. And the tax crimes would not have come about if he weren't a drug guy and just a bad dude and weren't named Biden. I contest. I keep saying Hunter Biden doesn't seem like a great dude. That's the truth. But fathers love their sons and they do what they can for them, even when they're in bad places. Hunter seems to be in a better place. Still not quite a great dude. and Joe has given him pardon to save him from whatever would happen on the charges that were happening this month. Your opinions, your reactions, give them to me in the comments or email me at theconversationinbox@gmail.com.